Streaming live. Streaming live. Streaming live, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Boom, there we are. Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. This will be a quick intro. Go right to the table. We got first hand at Bruin. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the poker stream. We are at the final table of the $130 tournament. It was a 130 buy-in, 10K guaranteed, and we crushed it today. 144 players. First prize is $4,033. That's exciting. Here we go. Jeff, Brian, and Butch. 3 players in the hand, and it looks like Brian's got a set. Full house. Sorry about that.
Well, you're not in the hand. I was just going to, never mind. I was going to bring it out. They don't cost me nothing. I'm in a hand. A yellow chip.
I'm in a hand. An exciting one that little does he know, Jeff is not in the hand anymore.
Jeff is yelling at his rail. You got some people calling out for him. Jeff, that's actually the worst river you can see when he flops in that.
I would tell you, man, talk about being caught. He's getting a drink. That he's going to need that one right after he sees what he has.
You mentioned the guarantee was crushed. We actually had 14,400 total buy-ins in the prize pool today. Definitely went well over the 10K guarantee.
Yeah. All right. There's a set of jacks. Hello. He didn't raise to the river? What happened there? Yeah,
he's not
he's
happy
afraid
about
of
that
quad
river.
sevens? What are you afraid he has the 1-7 in the
It's
deck?
tough. It's tough not to be scared of the boogeyman under your bed, but, you know, the boogeyman might be there if you look.
I guess so. I guess it's better to be safe than sorry playing against the second chip leader on the table. But, man, when things are going well for you, those are the two Butch is the chip leader on this table. It looks right now 755K. I think that's what it started with. I believe he has more now after that hand. And that's off to a great start, huh?
Butch is in the 1 seat, actually.
Oh,
That was
okay.
a Butch.
The 2 Butches on the table?
Is there? Am I wrong? I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, well, you're right about the chip stack. And the 1 seat is the guy with the chip leader. So that's got to be a different guy. So you're right about that. Okay, guys. I'm trying to catch up here. There we go. That's the chip leader on C1, yeah. So maybe got the names crossed on that hand, but
So we got some limpers over to Howard on the button with ace-king suited. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, he's cutting out some chips.
Here. Yep.
Incoming!
Was that 50K, 45?
You know, with one caller, I raise a little higher. If it was just a small big blind, I'd probably go to 45, but you got one caller on the cutoff. So I up it up a little bit, but hey, you know, hey, we'll see what happens. Oh, it's 2 callers though. See, now you're getting these people priced in.
We got 2 limpers and we got 2 callers, but we got 3 aces going to the flop. So let's see what happens here.
Case ace on the flop.
Howard with the commanding lead so far.
Florida Mountain Man, good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the chat. And look at that, 10 and a jack spike here.
Francois hits his 10, hits his 3-outer.
Francois, very good. I check. I guess he doesn't like the jack there. But now he's going to
check around?
Yeah, they went check, so he's going to bet out and find out where he's at.
I mean, 10 looks pretty good when it's checked around.
Yeah.
Turn card was a 6, and Francois is going to take it down with 50K bet. Pretty good, pretty standard.
There we go. Those are prize payouts for everybody looking. 4K, solid 4K in this tournament. $130 buy-in. First place is $4,000. Ninth place, not bad. $360. Get your money back. A little bit bonus money.
Almost
Christmas.
triple up. I mean, nobody comes this far to make it 9th place.
No one wants that bottom place for sure.
We've got a lot of big stacks here. We've got a lot of deep deep stacks. A lot of poker to be played.
Not so much chatter on the table so far. Everyone seems to be quiet.
Hyper focus.
Yeah, right now.
Everybody's in the zone.
It's a tough field to get to the final table. 140 players. You know, tournament started at 11:15.
Everybody's locked in.
Every Friday.
This is our regular Friday tournament, as you mentioned. Yep.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
It's a good turnout. I mean, here's Jeff on the button. He's calling Silver Fox. Used to be called a train wreck, but I like the Silver Fox.
Silver
better.
Fox is pretty good.
Yeah. He's great when he starts telling stories, bro. He's really great at that.
I love Jeff. Good dude.
Yeah.
I always have great conversation when I see Jeff.
Jeff, Jay the one with the heart, yeah.
But Jeff got a heart in his hand.
All right, so Howard checks to Jeff, and Jeff's like, "Do I?"
I think ace high is definitely in Jeff's range. I was like, "Yep." He looked at his chips, and Howard snap folds. Yep.
Howard didn't want any part of that.
He looked at his chips.
Don't make it too easy. So Jeff's gonna show him that he had the flush. Obviously, shows the Jack of Hearts. Just one card.
I love showing the one card. It could imply ace jack.
Right.
Could imply jack jack. Definitely had the heart to go with it, no matter what.
Right. So from
See, not much has changed.
Yeah, the chip count. Butch is in seat 1 with the big stack.
Pretty commanding lead. 26% of the chips in play.
Comfortable feeling, you know, just sitting there.
About I think there was about 2.8 million chips in play. So
good statistics there for everybody. If you take what do you start with? 20K.
20K.
Chip? Yeah, so 20K times 144.
Yeah, 2.88.
Pull out your calculators.
It's 2.88. Don't even look. I'll tell you right now. All right, action back to the table. We got Ryan here with a little min click with the King 10 suited. I like it. Cheap info.
Do you really though? Under the gun mid raising, is that a good?
In a small buy-in tournament, not a lot of people fold, but we're talking about the final table here. You know, people do tighten up a little bit, and nobody wants to be the first one to bust. So
it works.
I think a min click with a type of hand as King 10 suited, it's good for getting from info. You got a bunch of folds. Look, you're up against you got a better hand. You got ace 10.
Fold, yeah.
Just you know, doesn't want a 3-bet. Here we go.
Jack King 7 on the flop.
Here goes a reverse domination from King 10 spades. Hits his king on the flop.
Yeah.
And he leads. Yep. Ace 10 going to peel on a rainbow board.
Hoping for a queen?
He's got the full 4 outs for the nuts.
Might be doing the fake out chip count. He looked cards twice. I mean,
you know, you got to look twice to make sure they didn't change. You know, because sometimes you look
magically
down, the
they
cards
just
change.
turn into the. Oh, he
Hey,
folded. He looked. He
Yeah.
heard you. He's like, nah, take a second chance.
Yeah. They didn't change.
Too early for that gut shot call. It would have been nice to see it together. You know, like. Those are horrible calls, but when they get there, they feel so good.
Well, I mean, when a gut shot gets there, it's hard for the opponent to put you on that type of hand. So I like to call with gut shots, and only when they get there, though.
My hand was the only all-in you didn't win, so me having less chips than you.
Yeah.
Huh. A little reminiscing about what happened earlier.
So few percentage of the chips. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a disparity that great.
Well, a lot of these guys, you know, when you play, let's see, this tournament started at what, 11 in the morning? These guys have been playing together for 7 hours. I'm sure they have all those hands that they play together locked away in their memory banks.
Oh, this is going to be a cooler, baby.
Here we go.
Man.
Cooler
Steve
alert.
all in with jacks. But
Well, lucky
Butch
for
the
Steve,
chip.
he's a short stack. Lucky for
Not
Steve, he's a short
lucky.
stack to get coolered. Well, I mean, it's terrible timing for him, but you find a hand as jacks, you got to get it in. Unfortunately, Butch with a big stack and a better hand, he's going to raise and isolate.
He's going to isolate, yeah. I mean, but with queens, do you just like flat call, hope someone tries to isolate and
I
get
think
tricky there?
I like 3-betting.
You
I mean,
just
me personally,
go heads up?
Yes.
Take
I'd
that
rather
small
go
pot?
heads up. You risk losing more when you invite other players in, I think. Win a small pot or lose a big one. Which one would you prefer?
Or win a big pot. I mean, you can win a bigger pot.
You're very optimistic. my
I'm
friend.
greedy, man. I'm greedy.
Greed is a good word.
Anyways. So
Well, luckily nobody else has hands. We're going to go heads up. To
we
this
went
one.
through all the hands. We didn't see any jacks get folded there, so he does have 2 outs. Steve has some hope.
Steve going to see the bad news. Yep.
It's not. Yeah, it's horrible.
No, it's bad news. You got a 20% hand.
I was gonna
What's
say,
not bad about
not
it?
bad. It's horrible.
Tell me what's
You're right.
good.
You're right. Come on, Jack. One time.
4
Fish
to
hook.
1. 4 to 1. He's got the diamond. No diamond
No,
sweat.
quick run out from the
And
dealer. 9 deuce 668. Gone.
Steve going to take down 9th place.
Do you see that? But you see that flop though? Nobody connected though.
Queens was still the best hand.
Right.
The only hand that there was, I think Jeff had ace 5.
Right.
Middle late position. Maybe
Right.
he could have. But you think flatting and try to get somebody else to get frisky? You think somebody else is going to want to attack
I'm the
big
chip
stack?
leader. I'm not worried about anyone knocking me out of the tournament
You're an
there.
interesting character.
You know, and if I was sitting in the seat, I probably would have done the same. I'm just,
You know, in the heat of the moment, you're
Yeah,
3-betting.
I'm just-
You're 3-betting with
I'm
queens.
devil's advocate here. I'm just saying.
I mean, of course, there's always options.
Beautiful
but
hand, and it's so like tricky because someone else did the work for you. He went all in and set the pot. You just have to like okie dokie flat call there. Someone tries to isolate, and that's when you drop the hammer. Would have been interesting, but then again,
Okay. Let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Would you rather be up against 2 outs or 5?
7 outs. I don't care. If I'm in the lead, let me go.
All right, buddy.
I know. It's easy to say from this side of the table.
It's very simple when we're staring at the screen.
What would I do? What would I do?
All right, we got Howard with the ace-jack suited. Pretty little hand.
Yeah,
Gonna make it 25.
I think Butch the big blind. He just decides to call. He hasn't just called yet, but
He's got a discounted price here, being in for 10K in the big blind. See
yeah,
what he
he's
does.
gonna call. Yeah, he's gonna complete. So
he's
there we
gonna-
go.
He's gonna peel and see a flop.
She's tied up, and neither of us want any kids. So
It's hard for the big blind twofold because you have to put the ante in as well.
Pretty good action flop.
Oh, sweet.
Pretty good action flop. Check on the flop. King for Butch takes the lead, but Howard does have some. He's got a ace. He's got an ace out plus some hearts.
So yeah,
he's not folding.
correct. I
He's
mean, what
not
a flop.
folding. Bink?
No bink. What's that sound when a basketball misses the hoop?
Air ball. Oh. Butch with a tricky check. And
Yeah,
how Howard
look
knows.
at Howard trying to steal it here.
Howard knows he can't win unless he bets, or he.
Nice size
Is he bluffing
bet,
for
too.
value? That's a big bet.
Wow.
But is it going to work?
Not against the chip leader.
Yeah, I agree. That chip
Maybe
leader,
a
he's
smaller
instantly
stack.
he's stacking, counting it out.
Yeah, wait.
It's hard to put pressure on the big stack. Yep, he's got top pair.
is that a bunch of yellows on the other side of his stack? I can't tell.
Oh, yeah. Put your yellows out front, sir. You got
Butch-
500K in yellow
Butch hiding.
chips.
Butch hiding. Everybody knows he's the big stack. Yeah, he snapped one.
Oh, nice ace high.
Tell how many
Pair of
yellows are.
kings.
And the rich get richer.
Got bamboozled.
Good try, Howard. I do applaud the effort. It was a good try.
Great try. But you got to know, right? Like, it's like trying to run a red light when you have a cop sitting across the street. Bad timing.
I mean,
I'm looking
yeah.
at it. Like,
You got to
before
know.
Bad timing.
You got to know who you're going against. Like,
don't
Correct.
know what I have. I'm like,
I mean,
Applaud
the
the
check,
effort, but it's bad
the
timing.
check did show weakness there.
On the
so,
flop?
yeah. So
Check on the flop. Yeah, I mean, I
no,
think
on the
Butch-
river. On the river, he checked. Butch checked the
Oh,
river.
Butch.
Yeah.
Right. So he tried to capitalize on Butch's
That's
check.
what
But
I'm
again,
saying.
it went check on the flop. Butch bet the turn, which says he's got something.
Yeah.
And I guess the only hand he couldn't fold was top pair.
it was hiding behind all the
Correct.
red.
One way to find out.
It's a hard way, right? You ever ask your opponent, hey, you got anything?
All the time.
Before I bet.
Called it a bet. Yeah.
Hey, this is the first time you and I are on the stream together.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Exciting.
No, I don't care.
Almost as good as playing on the same table.
Long time. Wait, we've done that many times.
Yeah.
Long time friends and first time commentators together. Myself, Drew here in Octai. Oh, what do we got here?
Man,
Another pair.
I think that's Brian had jacks earlier in the tournament, right?
That is correct. It was the first hand actually.
Right,
The first hand of
so-
the final table was him
so far,
flopping
so
full
good.
house.
And pretty honest players. We
Now,
know how
does the
many
chip
guys
leader
in the
set
tournament
mine
find a
here?
way
Does he
to
just
go.
flat call, hopes a 3 pops out?
I think
mean,
out of position, I like set mining here with the big stack.
running good. Let's go. The 3 comes out. That's it.
Brandon.
They got that dude.
Is it Brandon? No. I just call him Beautiful Beard. I know exactly. He has good hair too.
Talking about the tournament director today, Brandon.
My hair today.
Oh, jack on the flop.
Another set for Brian. He is
Oh, but top pair for
Long dark
Mike.
hair and nice beard.
top pair, no kicker. Oh, he's gonna bet it and find out. He's gonna find out. I think he's gonna find out real quickly. Now, if you're Brian in this spot, what do you do?
Long, slick
I know you're flatting.
Boy, set of jacks 100% on a rainbow board.
Yep.
If you raise, you're
Yeah.
just lighting your own money on fire. Yeah,
And you have position.
that's a great call. Just a nice okie dokie call there.
It's not possible.
Look like you're looking for something.
Look like it could be ace king, ace jack.
Hopefully a 4 or 5 comes on the turn. 7's good card though. That's a beautiful card.
Well, I think the action card would have been a deuce, but
that one might cost Mike
yeah.
all his whole stack.
Mike is going to fire again. He's got top pair. No reason to think he's not good here.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, this is going to hurt.
good table when I make Jeff laugh.
So if you go into the
Now.
minds of both players here, Mike thinks he's good, top pair.
I
Doesn't
think
put,
Brian is just, he's got money bag signs on his face. He's trying to figure out what's the best way to get all the chips.
what do you think is the best way?
I mean,
Raise, mid-raise here? Like you might be on a draw?
Let's see.
Flat.
Mike has what,
Need
100? Yeah,
raised.
there it is. He's going to raise right there. I was going to say Mike has about 140K behind. It's going to be hard to get it all in the river, I think. And I think Brian knows that, which is why he's going to try and pounce right now.
Look at this
What was that, a
here.
small raise? Yeah,
Look
40K
at
small raise
this,
of
you
100.
see?
It's
Yeah.
working. Wow. Oh, he's thinking about it.
He did this earlier, though. He counted out the chips and folded his cards.
Yeah, but last time he had a gut shot. This time he's got top pair at least.
Yeah, with no kicker.
Well,
You're being beat by king, queen.
alarm
ace-
signs should be going off at this point for Mike. Yep.
DBJ.
See if he can get away from it.
I love the flat call on the flop.
Of course, of
And-
course.
and
It's
I
such
love-
a strong
and
hand.
that's
Why
what
would you
I'm
want to
saying,
scare
like,
anybody away?
Some people try to get too tricky here. That's the thing. The raise is perfect. I mean, you're supposed to raise mid-click or
Or some people get really excited when they flop a set
Too
of jacks. and
excited,
then
yeah.
They might overraise.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
what's
that
Mike going to
too.
do? Mike's in the tank. I think it's a good time for Mike to lay it down. I think he's going to get away from it.
I wish we had animatronics of the money, the bubble, the mind bubbles.
Or the Jeopardy song.
That's one of my favorites too.
Uh-huh.
See, he did it. He cut out the
Yeah.
chips and he's folding. He's got to tell. I know what he's folding. Shows top pair. I like to play.
Yeah, well played by Brian, obviously.
Right.
It's easy when you flop a set, but he definitely
right.
definitely got max value, I think. And
Yeah.
Mike, good getting away from it. You know, he's got plenty of chips.
Here's the interesting part.
Still got
We
14
know that he
pigs.
flopped the set. Now, let's say he didn't have a jack out there and he makes that move. Does it
It would
work?
have been a great play with King 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Would have been a great play with Ace King.
Right. So
But it's
position
really
is everything
easy
in
to-
poker. That's
it's
what I was
really
trying to
easy
get
when you
to.
flop a set.
Yeah, and then a player bets out and you just raise him, and he's like, "What the hell do I do here?" And sometimes you get a better hand to fold in a situation like that. If he had
Right.
Jack 10 or so, let's say he had that hand.
I mean, I also think it's kind of hard to play the hand as a big blind out of position. You bet into the big blind or into the pre-flop raiser. You're really not sure where you're at. You're trying to get info, but again, like in an instance like this, if you flopped a monster, you're just betting into. You're betting into the. You're throwing away money into the void at this point.
Right. So when,
Tough.
right.
Tough
So-
spot to play from the big blind.
Yeah, I
Top
think a
pair,
check
no
on the
kicker.
turn would have been. I mean, obviously we say that now. A check on the turn would have been better, but yeah, then you give away the hand as well. Anything? Oh, another good pocket pair here. Todd
hand.
waking up with queens.
Big hand for Todd.
Yeah. Ooh, he's in this poker. Look at that. Look at that stance. He's in that. Don't get any tells off of me. Poker position here.
He's locked in.
Like a mannequin.
He's locked in. Howard going to defend his big King Jack off. Howard's getting short. I think. Oh, this could smell trouble for Howard.
Two blinds and be that person that like plays two
He's
hands
got
and
top
bye.
second
Did he
top.
check dark though?
Oh, I didn't. I'm not sure.
It's so
Oh, there
fat.
it is. Yeah,
like
he
you
was
said.
ready to get it
Oh my lord.
in. He's gonna. He's.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a call.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it. I call.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
gonna see the bad news.
He
How's
said
gonna
he was in
see-
trouble. He's in dire straits here. It's not over yet though. Still got some outs.
Got
King or
5
jack.
outs, 5 outs.
Three on the
twice,
turn.
5 outs.
Aye.
1 time. Adios, Howard. Well played. Todd. It's easy when somebody flops. Man, I love easy decisions, you know. Flop a set of jacks, game's easy. Flop an overpair, game's easy.
It's today's Easy Friday here, folks, at the Poker Palace here.
Easy
So
money.
that is our second elimination, though.
Correct.
All right, so we went from ninth was 364. Eighth place is 458. So now we're creeping up into the 500 range here. There are your chip counts and the payouts for both Steve and Howard. Congratulations, guys. You didn't do anything wrong. Just poker happens sometimes. I mean, especially for Steve on the bottom with jacks running into queens.
That's tough. Jacks with a
Yeah.
short stack, you're happy to get it in, you know. And then
I've got it in with worse.
same here, buddy. Same here.
I'm gonna be really disappointed. If I got a big hand, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Don't look. I could do it. You can't look. Couldn't do it, Jeff.
You would have won. That Jack 2 soft suit, you would have won.
You don't want to read it? You're funny.
Where do you know? Has it been an hour yet?
We're supposed to start it off. We haven't even started off with this.
Ah, touche. Well, we do have some exciting news here from the Kennel Club. We have partnered up with Hard Rock Bet for an online sports betting experience, and we have got a wide range of betting options. We have exclusive promotions, and all you got to do is come in, ask the staff for some help, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Well, that's a short version of it.
For those who don't know, sports betting is live in South Florida.
I'll give the longer version of that later.
We had our battles earlier in the tournament.
Why don't you help us out now?
Nah, you did a good job there.
Hard Rock Bet, I believe, is the website. Check it out,
Yeah,
guys.
we're committed to providing one of the best entertainment in gaming. Stay tuned for updates, and thank you for being part of this exciting journey with us. I'll repeat that later.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, you know, poker is a lot of fun when you're running good. I've been on both sides, and so have you. When things don't go your way, it's just so frustrating. But things, when you're the chip leader and you pick up queens and someone has jacks and they jam you their stack, you're like, okay, why won't I do this every day?
You know, poker is full, especially tournaments. Poker is full of the thrill of excitement and the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Sometimes within 5 minutes of each other. You know, you never know.
They can't see what.
That's why they have them.
It isn't filmed. But he's not even.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But if he says it,
You do.
it picks up there, you know, more so than.
Sometimes they have a mic. So.
I never had a mic. They don't have a mic.
No, there's a mic right there. So when you raise, speak into the mic.
Speaking to the mic. Our blinds are at 10K, 15K. We're at hand number 11.
Speaking of easy poker, Francois with an easy decision here. Let's see if he can get some action.
I
though.
know it's cliche, people say it, but that's my favorite hand in poker. Aces, when I look down and pick.
I mean, there's nothing like the feeling of looking down at aces in a tournament final table. Make a raise and you're just praying somebody shoves on you.
So he's under the gun. Did he just limp? No, he raised
No,
to
he raised.
35K. Okay.
3.5x.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody has anything to defend with. Brian has ace-6 of clubs.
Oh, he folded? Oh, no, he's thinking it's
He's
a
thinking,
defendable hand.
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yep, it's defendable.
Yeah, and he does that. He does just that.
All right,
such
now we
thing.
need some clubs for a sweat. Oh, boy.
Oh, we got.
Oh, boy.
You said that one up perfectly.
I mean, I just know what's going to cause action. You know, I've seen enough poker myself to know that in order for this hand to continue, we're going to need to see a flush draw from Brian, and there it is. I mean, if you're Brian, I would think that who leads out with quads, you know?
Right. No,
So-
you don't put him on a jack for sure.
Right. So, you know, aces and kings and queens are very likely hands, even 10s, 9s.
Yeah.
Very likely hands to raise preflop and then continue on the flop. We're going to go to turn.
Standard play so far.
Ace of club would be sick.
Man,
I'm always thinking of
you're,
what's...
You're
Oh,
painting
I'm
the
a
perfect
sicko,
picture.
yeah.
That
I'm a
is so.
sicko. I'm a sadistic sicko.
All right.
But
so you make
that's a
the
very
call.
big
You
bet.
make the call on the flop, right? But you give up right now, right? You don't go for the river.
I mean, when he fires again, that's large size bet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm done with the hand. It was a good try. You peel one, you know, any more, you're committing half your stack pretty much. What do we got here? He's got 250 behind, yeah.
Yeah. A little
Almost
less.
half,
little
yeah,
less than
little
half.
less
yes,
than,
but
but
still,
it's a
not
large.
worth it. I agree
it's
with
a large
you.
percentage.
Man, but it's a 6 though.
I got a pair and a flush draw.
Exactly. So I got.
Oh, Brian
It
disagrees.
goes. He's like, I
Brian
got full house.
disagrees. We're
I
gonna
got
see
full
it.
house outs here. Let's see what Owen. It's a huge pot.
Is that a bink?
Oh,
That is
no,
almost-
it's a
I saw a
black.
black card.
Yeah.
Saw a black card.
Now you just surrendered all. You just gave away all those chips, and he went all in.
Did Brian even check?
Yeah, it was a quick check.
I missed it.
Yeah.
And it's the. Unfortunately, it's so small
So
of
little
a
for that
bet.
pot
He
size.
might have to call here.
Oh no.
Is that 50, 60K, bro?
So here's the thing. I
Wow.
mean, I'm not a proponent of this. I mean, I definitely would have probably folded myself. I would have. He makes the call. But if you're gonna make the call on the river, regardless of what the cards
You
are,
might as well have done it
might
on
as
the
well
turn.
just jammed it right on the
Right.
turn. So
I see what you're saying, but again, I think he just. You gotta show it. Yeah, not happy about it.
you didn't want to show it right, but there's a rule. If the player's all in and you call, gotta
I mean,
show the hand.
you can't represent the jack if you check call the river. I understand what you're saying. Only way to represent the jack is if you're jamming on the turn.
And not the French
But again,
would folded. He
I
never
was just
folds.
gonna say he
yeah.
had 60K behind.
Understandably, but if you're
Right.
calling 100K with the player,
Right.
you got to know the player's stacks.
You're not wrong. tough. I mean,
I always say,
tough
in my opinion, because I'm who am I? I'm just some guy talking about poker, but
He had pocket aces, so an ace comes out.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, that's a tough beat too. When you're running good, you win a couple hands with jacks, and all of a sudden, you take a Ace-6, which is really not the hands I play. I play Ace-4 down, but Ace-6, 7, and 8 in the middle I don't play so much. Just don't play well.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I know a lot of people who don't like Ace-6, 7, 8, 9. You can't make a straight with that, but Ace-2, 3, 4, you can
Right.
you can make a wheel.
Right, and the top part of the
And then
Ace-10, right.
suited
same.
obviously makes it way better. I love
Correct.
suited aces because, you know, hitting that nut flush feels so good.
Yeah, all right, there's a player who's all in. That's a viable play. People don't understand how powerful that is, especially when you have a healthy stack. I mean, that's not great stack, but it's a healthy stack. So putting the pressure on people, making them
What's that,
make a
Ryan,
decision.
with the – I mean, yeah, he's got 23 bigs.
Yeah.
23 bigs is a good size stack. King Jack suited. Mike's got a decision here.
Yeah, Ace-Queen.
Ace-Queen.
He rubs his hands one more time, maybe.
131.
Oh, Mike is the one who went all in. Sorry, Mike went all in.
Players all in for 131.
Oh, I missed
Jeff.
it.
There's Jeff helping us out.
Mike is all in.
Mike is all in
With
with
Ace-Queen.
Ace-Queen.
Now, Ryan has a decision with King Jack. There we go.
Yeah.
Other way around, but still the same. Ryan's got a decision with a hand.
Right. Some people don't like Ace-Queen. I like it a lot. And it picks up a whole big pot right there.
Best hand I've seen.
I like Ace-Queen. It's just when you run into Ace-King or Queens. Kings are better. There's
Hurts-
a couple
hurts.
hands that you're
It
dominating.
hurts.
Yeah.
I just think I read a blog from the WSOP in Bahamas.
Okay.
It was one of those big hands. It was Ace-King versus Ace-Queen, and the Queen spiked down the river. So it's like, ooh.
So what are we being result-oriented here?
I'm just saying how
Ace-Queen
it
is
won.
good?
It was just a good hand. It
on
won.
the river.
Usually when you run into Ace-King, you're out. You're doomed. But
Oh, I've done that plenty of times.
you pop up a Queen at the river. Hello.
7 people, but you proved me wrong.
Got to be lucky. Are you superstitious anyway?
I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious.
Minor stitious, I like it.
Just a little.
Super? No.
Not super.
Just a little bit. Oh, Stephanie's hand here, or someone else is claiming that deuces are their favorite hand.
I think it is Steph who loves deuces.
Deuces never loses.
Yeah, okay.
We got to change the scenario, right? Because they don't always win.
No, all in must win. Deuces never loses. Aren't these common poker knowledge? Common poker sayings?
Yeah.
You find at a 1-2 game? Or a straight 2, I guess.
8, ace 10 on the flop. And 2 players have hit that middle pair, and it's 8's
Bottom.
in the middle, which is funny. Bottom pair, you're right. Sorry.
Bottom pair, which
Correct.
happens to be
Why
in the middle of
correcting
the board.
me, man?
If you're correct, it's in the middle of the board. It's just at the bottom of the range. Who took that down? Butch. Butch working the big stack. Bet the 8, took it down. Andy up next hand.
Bottom of the barrel, baby. What does that mean, bottom of the barrel? Like the last pickle or something?
Bottom of the barrel means whatever you're choosing, that's the last of it, I think.
Oof. Someplace I don't want to be.
Bottom of the barrel doesn't sound fun. No.
A barrel of monkeys. I remember that's another thing. Where,
That was a fun game as a kid.
right? A little monkey and another monkey. I never mind.
Barrel of monkeys.
Hand number 14. 10K, 15K are our blinds right now. There's a break that's supposed to come up here, but we started a break before
skipped
the
it. Yeah, we had the break
before
before the
final, so
final.
we're gonna just jump over that one.
Yep.
Somewhere down the road, we will do a color up in between hands or something like that. But I don't think there's any color up stage coming up anytime soon. These are all familiar faces. A lot of these players all play together, like you said. So you do have a tell. You should have some tendencies on players that you play with, and keep those in your head somewhere. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's good to know. That's information that you don't get. I mean, a lot of the information is unknown to cards, right? So, but you got to have other information that you can tell, and you see a tell on a person. It's like one of the best secrets that you get. You know, it's like, woohoo! I know something you don't know. You ever tell a player their tell? You ever tell? Hey,
It's a
listen.
terrible idea. I've seen other people do it. I don't ever do it. No, never. I'm not Mike McDermott, this ain't Rounders.
Right.
We don't have to text our friend to see how it's played. They're going to tell us.
We can know. We'll hear it. That's for sure. That sucks.
Right?
Let's go, Jeff. Raise a 7 deuce.
That would be epic.
We already know he's not going to.
That would
but
be epic.
I would love to see it.
Nah, listen, that's the part of the game that people understand. cards are great to have, but they're not necessary to win.
You're not wrong. I think under the gun is the worst spot to try.
Yeah,
You know?
no, I agree with you there, though. There are some places that you 7 deuce definitely play better on the button.
Yeah.
And I would agree with you. Don't light your chips on fire. You're not the chip leader.
He completely muted.
funny.
Whatever you said, like his ears went on mute. All he knew was he couldn't get it for you.
All in.
And there's an all-in play. I like it. Being aggressive here, Mike.
Laughing at
Mike
me.
stomping it all in. He's punishing limpers at this point. It's a great play. I love it. I wonder if he just looked at the one card. I've done that before. Just look at the one card. Look at the king. Stomp the all in.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
it should work in this spot. It's such a good time. All
Butch,
in. I love it.
Butch felt like he was making a move there. However, 9 deuce is not a defendable hand, right? So he probably shouldn't have limped in the small blind with a person in the hand as well. A lot of people say that to complete the bet, you should defend there. I'm
I mean,
iffy on that.
It was a limp pot. He was trying
Yeah.
to take it down.
Right.
And I like plays like that because Francois is the type of guy, he has a hand he's going to raise.
Right.
A limp looks like a king 10, queen jack type of hand that
wants to
can't
see the
call it
flop.
all in.
Right.
And so if you know this and you're confident in that, stomp the all in, take it down. I
Great
love
play,
it.
absolutely. And a lot of people say that play's great until it doesn't work anymore. But hey, you know what?
Well, you don't know till you try.
That's for sure.
Sometimes you got to try.
This freaking guy.
He's to his point.
Todd is ace-king offsuit here. Are you a fan of the ace-king?
Give it to me every time. I'll
Okay.
take it. Oh, I love ace king. I love looking at ace king.
Good.
I mean, I feel like there's different ways to play it, whether you're short or large stacked. Me personally, I would love to just get it in pre with a shorter stack. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
the best case scenario. But
Correct.
you know, how often does ace king miss? We already know it misses 5 out of 6 times on the flop. It only hits the board 50% of the time. But it is, it is a hand that you definitely need to raise and protect. You definitely want to get involved when you have ace king. If you came to play poker fold ace king, what are you really doing?
Some people, question in my opinion. Look at that. It's fucking
Oh my
beautiful.
God. No. Are you sure? Did you see the
I
hands?
saw, it's still
it's,
beautiful.
it's a beautiful flop for Butch, that's for sure. Butch flopped the
Oh,
nuts. Rainbow
Lord.
board against Todd's top. I do think we're going to see some chips fly around here.
Yeah.
And again, we got Butch in position.
And he's just going to flat
He's
call.
going to flat call. We were talking
Yeah.
about this earlier. Flat calling with such a monster hand is in position. It's such a good play. Not a good board. Not a good turn for either one of them.
Ooh.
It's not a good turn for either one of them.
Great turn for King Todd.
He's-
Now he
oh
has
my
outs.
God, Todd shoves all in.
He was dead.
Butch is going to ask for a chip count, and then he's going to call. There's no way he's folding here.
call?
Yep.
He calls,
didn't even,
yeah.
he just. didn't even-
So King or Jack is the only 2 cards that come to save the man.
5 outer for Todd.
Here I come to save the day.
5 outer for Todd. Butch in a good spot to win a huge,
Ooh, Queen's no good.
huge pot.
Yeah, man.
Nice hands.
And
Hey.
the rich get richer.
Todd, I might have just played the same way you just did.
We were just talking about ace king, weren't we?
Yeah, and I was gonna
It's
gonna
good
give my
until it's
speech.
not.
I was gonna give you my speech
Oh,
about
it's
how
good
I
until
like
it's
that hand. How Ace King is top 3 for my eyes. It's aces, kings,
Yikes.
Ace King versus Queens are like hand in hand there. But oops,
Yikes.
nothing you could do. I mean, that's just the kind of cooler that.
It's a cooler.
Yeah. So Todd took our 7th place for $581. You wait for a great hand like Ace King. You flop top pair. You turn 2 pair and you think you're golden there. You know, like hello. And you run right into a brick wall. Chip leader just taking out more chips.
We are now 6-handed. Butch has moved up from a quarter of the chips to almost half of them.
Amazing, huh?
Beautiful. Beautiful spot to be in if you're Butch.
Does he win the tournament?
He's looking pretty good at this point.
Right.
He keeps
So he
playing good,
stays-
making good decisions.
If he's on trajectory, yeah. If he stays on path, he's fine.
That little line graph of his chips, it's going up and up and up.
Long he doesn't spew off. I've seen it happen before, but he's running great. So
I've done it myself,
Yeah.
let's be honest here.
Flop the straight.
Yeah,
Against
he had ace
top,
king.
top.
Raise
55.
55.
Yeah, he came back.
chat has been very quiet today. Hello, everybody in chat world.
It's a little late because of the cold, but that was supposed to be the small.
Hey, we got some new follows, Sundance. Thanks for the new follow. Shanayo, thanks for the new follow today. Appreciate you guys.
He opened to 35 under the gun. He is correct. But, I mean, he had as many
A-Town, how you doing from YouTube world?
Yo.
No, it's
Hey, yo.
because there's been more than 3 actions.
Oh, I love it. We have
That's what I was telling you.
That's
so
beautiful.
With the restream, we're
Yeah,
currently
that's-
streaming live on both YouTube as well as Twitch. Here in the chat, we get to see.
You know, when we
who's
first
from-
started out, it was both, and then Twitch kind of put the kibosh on the YouTube
Oh, is that
issue.
right?
Yeah, they were like, non-compete clause kind of issue.
Well, I do know that if you become an affiliate
Yeah.
of Twitch, they do not allow to live stream, to multi-stream from multiple platforms. So that's why we would stream on Twitch
Correct.
and then upload later to YouTube, which is within their terms of services. Now, did something change?
It did.
On terms of service for
Uh-huh.
Twitch, or did we unaffiliate our program?
From Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
terms of
allow.
services, they changed it. They said, you know what? All right, we're fair enough. You guys.
I mean, Twitch is so big.
Yeah.
Why would they even worry
They
about
don't even
anybody
care
else?
anymore,
They
right?
have like 80% of the live stream
Great.
covered. They're still the biggest platform.
Yeah, and if you're a Twitch follower, obviously you know this. You can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime. Did
is
you know
true.
this? Do you know this?
I do have I have a Twitch Prime myself.
Yep, I have a free Twitch follow subscription for Twitch with Amazon Prime.
And
Just
if you're on
click away.
YouTube, you could also subscribe and get updates from us.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube. It's definitely free.
Yes, sir. Subscribing
Click
and
the
following
share.
is free.
Yeah, hit the like button. We all like likes.
Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Much appreciate everybody.
That'd make me happy. What do you want for Christmas? Another 100 followers. Everyone's playing solid poker right now. No one's really being creative. No one has gotten out of line. Couple cooler hands, just the way it goes. That last one was a doozy. And Butch has got like the Mount Chip Rushmore here. Holy shit. Someone get him a color up. Make the guy easier.
Building the wall.
Fortress. 9 deuce, 9 deuce. That would have been funny to see.
Blind versus blind, maybe.
Let's see how Jeff plays
Hey,
this
Jeff
hand
with
out.
the ace king. Is it going to be a raise? If I have to guess, Jeff is a 2.5x type of guy.
Raise 42.
Remember now, we're 6-handed. So,
That was about a 3x-ish.
yeah. I was about to say, like,
That's okay, though.
yeah, it's definitely okay. He was hoping somebody had anything, a pair. Did he show? Yeah, he showed.
Funny thing is, we shouldn't have the one case.
Showing for table image.
Skipped our color up.
We were just talking about the color ups. We never got a color. We wanted you guys to play some poker, but Jeff says let's get rid of him. Let's give Jeff what he wants. Whatever Jeff wants, give it to him. Color up. I feel like there should be a color break coming up here soon. No?
Oh, well, we skipped the break. That's the whole point. We had
And
a
that
break.
was when the color ups usually happen.
Yeah,
Normally?
usually
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay.
Look at the blinds are still 10, 15K. I mean, you got so much playability in this tournament.
Okay.
We got a little confirmation of when we will do it. We will do a color up.
Eventually.
Yeah. This commercial break brought to you by Pizza, Todd's favorite food.
All in.
You missed it. Last week I had pizza from Italia.
From Italia itself?
No, it's Eat
Oh.
Italia.
Oh, that's different.
It looks like Eat and Italia combined.
How was it?
It's delicious.
I'm always looking for a new pizza spot.
What's on Okeechobee?
Okay, that's
Little-
nowhere near where I actually live, but hey,
A little west.
what do we got here?
We have a bet and a fold. That's what we got. No action.
Limp and a shove.
Yeah.
Brian takes it down.
All right, we're doing a color up here for Butch. There's like too many chips. I can't play.
Yeah,
There's a lot of chips.
all mine, but obviously he's got the majority of them.
It's got 37K in mine.
Jeff trying to speed up the game, get the oranges off the table. We still need them, sir.
It's just a fewer moments for you. to
Makes the
get
game faster. I agree with you. That's the world we live in today. Everything is now, fast food, Internet's fast. We all want quick.
You're not wrong.
Now I tell you what, my style is really fast play poker. Like I don't ponder. I don't go into the tank very often.
Well, if you think too long, you might think wrong. So you might as well
I've heard that saying. Another poker saying that we have here, folks. We're throwing them all at you today. Think long, think wrong is true because you overthink. You can do that too.
No, it's definitely there's a reason. I mean, I believe it actually. Sometimes I think my first instinct is the best. Maybe you need to take a moment to consider it, but
Right.
you don't want to reconsider. Then you start to doubt yourself,
much,
start to
yeah.
question things, and you overthink it, and then you might make it wrong.
Yeah, there's a nice little fine balance. You should.
I mean-
That's the thing. If you don't think about it, then you make mistakes. You're like, oh, if I would have thought about one more. If
Most
I
of
would
the
have looked at the
time-
player.
Right, that's
Right.
true. But most of the time, I do know what I want to do with my hand in the first 10 seconds. I might even want to take another 10 or 20 seconds
Right.
to, like I said, reconsider or just think about it, follow through. But most of the time, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm at in the first 10 seconds. Looking at my hand
That's
and looking
quick,
at the
yeah.
action.
Yeah, no worries. Well, no, I mean, we need to get rid of all of them. We're never going to use them.
Jeff's saying, let's get rid of them all. We're at the
Just start
10K,
betting 42,
15K.
Jeff. Bet 46.
Final table.
Make him put him to work.
He's not wrong in his argument. I mean, we are at 10K, 15K. I guess if we're not going, if there's
Right.
no odd number and it's always 5K increments from here on out, then you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. If that's the structure.
Is to use those, you know.
Yeah, bet like an 18K bet or something. Well,
Yeah,
obviously
well,
not
yeah,
8.
yeah.
Yeah, 38 or something.
Right.
Which I mean, we still can, you know, because you bet the 42K on that one.
Right, that's why
Yeah,
I did.
and we shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, I get what
We
you're saying.
shouldn't be able to
He
do
did
that.
it just because.
How dare you? You know who really likes betting odd numbers is Phil Locke. And,
Oh, yeah.
And he does
I've
it
seen him
because
bet 4,562.
He
Something
does-
like, he'll just pick a random number.
right, and he does it to confuse the people.
42,500,
Right,
right.
right. So it's harder to.
Plenty of times.
Right.
Plenty of times I've seen him do that.
All right, let's go with this flop. It's Jeff
First
with
watch
Jack
turned to
5.
straight.
Yeah, and there's a
Jeff.
straight right now with friends.
It was a limped pot.
Yeah,
Check on the flop. Francois hit his straight on the
Shows a
turn.
straight,
Bottom
yeah.
straight.
it went check
Oh,
check
it's
on the
a-
river. I guess he was worried about the jack, right? Jack queen. I don't know. What he's worried about
7.
there.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess
7 for
Jack
the chop.
Queen or
7 jack.
7. Fear the boogeyman. Fear the boogeyman. Don't fear the reaper.
You know, that's the thing about fear. It's supposed to protect you and make better decisions. But I say, you know, the really great poker players out there are so fearless that they don't even
Absolutely.
care if they make a mistake. It's just,
Fearless.
right. And it's easy to say, but when you think about like, oh, I want to make this kind of money or I want to get, you know, further in the tournament, those thoughts will actually slow you down. Not that it's wrong, because sometimes making a great fold is better than, you know.
Are we still racing leftovers or just around?
All right, so
But you just won't
we're doing a color up, guys.
So we had
In the middle of
Francois.
the hand.
Francois limped with the 7-6 suited last hand. Now he's got an ace-9 suit. He's going to raise it up.
Either raise. Not sure a lot of you guys get colors up as
I
chips.
think other people are perceptive to the fact that he limps with mediocres. He flop, hands that he wants to see flops with, and then hands he wants to protect.
That's a good
He's
tell.
got-
So right
yeah,
there, you're telling everybody.
Yeah.
And if you never played with Francois again, so future purposes, or later down the road, if you ever do play with him, this is good information. But Brian with pocket tens here.
Good information.
It's information, my
You're not
friend.
wrong.
Information. Knowing is half the battle. They shouldn't be doing a color up in the middle of the hand, though. I just don't.
That's the best time to do a color.
I don't think it's good. Oh,
There it is.
Brian
Brian
drops
with
the
the best
hammer.
hands.
All in. Hey, look, he racked up some chips.
See
for
how
you.
much fun is it to bet a rack?
Better rack.
So much fun to just bet the rack.
In my earlier poker career, I've seen the sickest guy racks up 5 racks on a 2-5 game. Just about to go. Dealer's like, one more hand? He's like, sure. Gets one more hand, ships it. The
Yep.
guy who has him covered calls. Aces, kings, he loses all 5 stacks.
Slice the racks.
It's like a
Oof,
present,
bunch of
Christmas
racks.
present. Just walks out with nothing. He's like, oh, you don't have to go to cashier anymore.
Yikes. So as a dealer, whenever somebody's racking up chips, I used to just deal people in because they didn't say
Oh,
anything.
ace on the flop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we'll continue
at
that story.
this
Oh, another ace. He doesn't need it.
Well, he needs 10 and 10 only. Looks like Brian has been eliminated in 6th place. Now, as a dealer, I will always ask,
Right,
you want one more? You want this hand? Because then the risk, they know the risk
right.
playing out the rack. And I didn't just do it without asking. Listen, I told you, I asked. Well, don't blame me. I asked you if you wanted to play out the rack,
How
and you
kind.
said yes. So, aces versus kings happens. I've seen it plenty of times.
Now, Brian, see, here's the thing now. It's like kind of one of those situations. He's going to say that if he wasn't racking up his chips, he wouldn't have shipped him like that. So, anyway, 6th place for Brian. Great job. That was kind of a cooler. Pocket tens versus ace 9. And Francois finds not 1, but 2 aces. And
Tell you what, we got
what? Tell me.
one of them was Brian. Yeah, Brian just busted, but we have Ryan, who's been very quiet.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw him fold and forgot he was here. I mean, obviously he hasn't had any hands to play, but he's been very.
He's moving up the
very
ladder,
patient.
though. You know,
He's laddering for sure.
some people have that strategy. I'll let everyone else do the work, and I'll just take what I can get.
Ladder up. He still got 200K in chips. I'm just saying, I don't think I've seen him play a hand yet. Poor guy hasn't had a hand. I don't
think
he's
you're correct.
Folded a winner.
And there's your flop leg, folks. Queen 6-10, one hand too late for Brian, who's no longer with us.
Jeff has a pair.
Yeah, sure,
Time to
Jeff. Bet it out.
Snap fold, take it down.
That is position. Position bet.
Snap fold from Francois.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, probably 2.
A-Town. You watch to scout the regs. Smart. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, you know.
If it's people you know you're gonna play against, why not? Get some
This
info on
this stream is both entertainment and educational.
and informational, educational.
Educational? What did you say?
Yeah.
You made up a word? Educational.
I don't know what I said, but whatever it was, it sounded good at the time. You know what I meant.
I do know what you
Educational
mean.
and informational.
Yeah, educational and entertainment.
So when I say
Education?
educational.
You might better learn something here. You watch this stream.
Wait, the blinds went up again?
I think that was what we just did. We finalized the color up.
10-20 at the end of the level, probably.
Uh-huh.
Or color up at the end of the level. Now we're at 10-20.
New dealer in the box.
Blinds are going. 5-handed.
About time the blinds went up. Sheesh. I think the blinds are 30-minute levels here in this tournament. That's a great structure for this tournament. It starts at 11:15. Obviously, you don't have to register until whenever you feel comfortable. I never do the first 2 levels. I don't know how everyone. Some people like to start from the beginning.
I used to late reg, and I find that I think I perform better when I show up early.
No shit.
Because when it's cheaper, you get a lot of info. Even though you don't want to play a lot of big pots, you want to get as much info as you can later that you can capitalize and exploit. You know, people's tendencies. But that's just me personally. Like I said, I know a lot of people just like you. They like to late reg. They don't like the earlier stages of the tournament.
Well,
they're kind of boring.
I don't lately reg. Like I don't wait till like level 7. You know, I don't want to get in a tournament when the blinds are 2 up there.
Come in with 10 bigs is
Right,
ridiculous.
Which is silly. But I like to skip the first 2. My opinion is like those. Like I hate the bust in those levels, and you shouldn't be really winning that many chips when the blinds are 100, 200. But everyone's different, like you said. You're 2 different.
I find it's kind of harder to show up. You know, you sit down with a 15 or 20K stack, and you got guys who might have 60, 80, 100K. It's harder to play. It's tougher to play. It's not impossible. It just makes it tougher. And you have no information on the people. You're out stacked. You're out chip stacked, and then you don't have any info. So that's why I personally find that I've been showing up early in tournaments, and even if I bust in some cooler, which has been happening lately, but at least like I find that I get deeper.
Okay.
And I have more info.
No, that's great. No, that's great logic. And there's a lot of people who believe that they want to start off evenly and feel equipped to be equally stacked with another player, and that makes logical sense. But my thing
even
is
if you fold for the first 2 hours, at least you have a lot of info on your players.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
That's very valuable info to
That's a
have
good different take than the reason why I do it. Is because like I was about to say, it starts at 11:15. Here we are now at 6 o'clock, so they've been playing for 7 hours. If they started at 11, you know, and your brain kind of like the marathon, the whole running thing. That's the whole point about why I do it later, because.
So your brain doesn't feel like mush 8 hours in?
Right. So I feel a little fresher than some of the people, and hopefully they make mistakes where I'm not. That's all. Because a lot of poker is good cards will give you good results, but sometimes better play will give you better results.
Right. What are you going to do when you don't have good cards? You're going to have to find spots.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to find spots.
Yeah. When people complain about them being card dead, I always say, like, well, Doyle said it best, Doyle Brunson. He's like, when the luck doesn't come through the front door, you got to climb through a window. And it's just one of those common things that you could make your own.
Well,
not all the time.
Some people, I mean, honestly, some people, let's be honest here.
Yeah,
some poker players are incapable of making creative plays.
Yeah, okay.
Of semi-bluffing.
Right.
Of, doing things out of the ordinary. And to be an extremely great tournament player specifically, I feel like you gotta be creative.
Me too. Me too. Me too. And I see on the stream, there's been some great players that, like, all right, let's end that great. Some really
Nah, we've had some great players.
We've had
come
some
and go.
great players that make some really good plays that I find like phenomenal. Like knowing their spots, always raising from the button.
I saw some really creative plays during the Moneymaker tour. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, right. There was extremely great players.
That
during
final
that
table was
You're right.
very interesting. The live, even a couple of the feature tables were very interesting. You see some world class caliber, high caliber,
Yeah.
creative plays. I was
Right.
actually not a lot of them. I will say there wasn't a lot of them. There was a lot of ABC, GTO,
No one
basic
opened up,
poker,
so 10
but every now and then you see creative play and you're like, wow, that was cool. That was
So
good.
That's my philosophy. The foundation of your poker should be basic, right?
Correct.
It should be your building blocks of poker. Obviously, you don't be jamming. If someone raises you
Yeah.
3-bet, you're raising with 10 deuces.
It's
Oh, what?
selective creativeness. Obviously, you can't just be creative all the time. It's not
Right,
gonna work out.
exactly,
Selective
right.
creativeness is definitely necessary if you want to make it in this tournament scene.
Right. And when the cards come your way, they are for Butch. You just don't have to do there is just sit there and just look pretty, you know? Like,
70K the whole tournament, I've been
Yeah,
saying
those are the
before.
days we come back for.
Just like letting people knock each other out. Ladder up when you get a chance.
so I always say.
Are they talking about Ryan's laddering up? I was just talking about that before.
Did he make a comment about it?
I just heard them saying something about laddering up.
Discipline is.
I wonder if they're
Discipline.
talking
He's
about
saying he's disciplined. Right.
He's very patient.
That
that's for
pay
sure.
jump, the next spot.
All the time.
Very patient.
And I can't get creative when people are getting big.
Listen, it's $2 away from being a thousandaire. The next spot is $988. Sorry, $12 away. We're hand number 28. Blinds are 10K, 20K. Five-handed, your ranges should vary. They should widen now, right? So when King 8 was in a hand that you play, Mike is going to take this 8-8. He's like, you know what? I hear you, Oak Tie.
So we've seen Mike. This is not the first time we see him try to punish limpers, and I like the play, to be honest with you. Mike, it's getting creative. I mean, Ace-8 might be the best hand, but I think overall, like he did with King-8 before, he's doing it with Ace-8 now. It's just a punishing weakness. You're just capitalizing on a bunch of limpers. I mean, look at that. You just take down an 80K pot. No problem.
Technically speaking, that's exactly what he did there. He knew. He got a good sense that people were limping with hands that are just flop.
Trying
Right.
to see flops.
Correct. They're like
Feeling optimistic.
Correct.
Questionable.
Yeah,
Feeling
they were decent.
frisky.
They're like this. Those are all good adjectives for those words. Yeah. They're actually hands that you want to see a flop with, but they're not defendable hands like aces, queens, or kings. So,
Floptimistic has become my new favorite word when somebody's trying to feel frisky. Floptimistic. When they're
floptimistic.
mediocre
that's the first
hand.
time I heard that.
They're feeling very floptimistic.
I like that, sir. You should get that patent.
I can't. I saw it on a.
Oh, it wasn't yours?
It was not mine. I can't take credit.
Oh, I think I had the ace.
It was either on WPT
Right.
or Triton Poker, one of those other ones. One of those other
Right.
big names. But it was a fun one.
They're a little bit high.
I had nothing.
They made it sound like you were going to play something funky.
Well, they're about 15 because they just said we didn't chip up.
They say it's usually a 15-minute break.
That's right. So we've been playing.
That was a hand that was uneventful.
Color up, so.
Yeah, but I didn't have any hands that I opened or called raises with. I've been folding. I've had.
You were in some kind of hand that they got a kick out of.
It's funny how the table listens to us from the stream, where we're actually 15
Feels like
minutes.
it feels like right. We were just talking about
Eavesdroppers.
creative plays.
Right.
And Ryan said, I haven't had any hands. I can't make any creative plays. We were just talking about Ryan being very patient, not playing any hands. They were talking about him laddering up. It's
There's been nothing for my
a strange synchronicity that happened, even though we're living in the past.
Raise 55,000.
Butch with King 10 offsuit raises it up. 55,000 under the gun. Nice sizable raise. Francois. Is it Francois? Is that how you say
I
it?
believe it's Francois.
6'5". They were
Otherwise it's
suited.
Francois doesn't sound right.
Francois.
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 Pretty sure that name is Francois.
I butcher my name all the time. Oakte. It's pronounced Oak Thai, like Thailand. That's why they call me Oak.
So you're not Octane?
Octa's not my name. I've
Octay.
heard that Octay before. You can call me Oak if you want to keep it simple. I'll put it.
Oakspoker.com.
That's why it's Oaks Poker.
60,000.
Oak.
Twitch.tv/oakspoker.com.
Shortly before we had all the chips colored up.
I tried to do a little streaming in my 1-2 game,
It was probably a hand you
and
bluffed,
it just
and,
doesn't make me
you know,
play better.
Sometimes they have favorite hands.
Like, I don't know how the
interesting.
bloggers do it. They set up their phone and they record their hands.
might
I
have
just
been
realized what else is interesting
It's a
is
club!
Francois turned a nut straight,
Oh,
river to backdoor flush, which gave Butch top pair. He might.
You'll know later when
Too big of
That's
a
a
bet.
big bet.
That's not a value
yeah,
bet,
it's a
son.
Huge bet.
That is not a value bet
Well,
there.
he bet about, what do you bet? 2/4, 2/3, a little more than half pot. It's too healthy of a bet for Butch to
Yeah.
call, I think.
Yeah. With one pair?
As a healthy bet. But it is a top pair. And you got the second top kicker.
If he had ace 10, maybe Butch calls. Maybe. But king 10, not a hand you should call with there.
I mean,
Francois has not shown any bluffs. He's not the type of player who's going to try to steal the pot here.
we know that.
No, from what I've seen before prior
I
to his
agree.
action.
See, Butch is gonna.
Butch has too many chips, though. That's the only reason why he made that call.
It's unfortunate for Butch. He hit the river top pair. If he didn't river top pair, he might not have. Obviously he wouldn't have made that
Okay,
call.
yeah.
But
Yeah, then I had the straight before that.
yes, he did have a straight.
You know when the rich have too much money, they just buy anything out there, like
I
NFTs?
don't know what that's like. I have no idea.
That's a chip leader who just got too many chips in front of him. Watch the look a player up there. I'll just keep you honest.
So that was a dent to his stack, but he still got what he got 5, 6, 7. He still got 900K.
No, he's not. I mean, yeah, he's not hurting from it, but
Right, that was a big pot.
you don't need to give a player like Francois extra chips. Is my saying.
Got me down to 20K and built it back.
I analyzed that play like in my mind. If I was on the table, like, is this guy trying to bluff me here? Obviously, he's betting into me, who I was the aggressor on this hand. What does he have there? 2 pair, flush is possible, right? All those clubs came out. The board even had a straight there. Straight was possible. What do you beat there? What can I win? A bluff? King, queen? 10 queen? Jeff wakes up with a hand that I like. Raises up here, ace queen suited. Doesn't get any callers. What a waste of a good hand.
I'll take some of them. I'll probably jam if I see those less than 10 bids.
5-handed play here, folks. Then we got to 5-handed real quick tonight. Like, these people got
Yeah,
somewhere to
honestly.
go.
Saying like the 10
Chips have
jack
been
is
flying.
probably the higher roll.
10 bigs, Jack 10.
But we had some coolers, though, like.
No one would say ever
No.
say anything if
Yeah.
that's what you
No, but
showed
when
up
I-
with in an all-in.
When I
with
had
10
7
bigs.
bigs earlier, though, like, those were the hands I was folding was like the queen 10s and the ace 9s.
I think
and they
I
got
think
me
Mike is
back,
still
got
defending
me
his
to the
play.
hand that I need.
He hasn't had anything in the play yet.
Situational. Sometimes,
Can you go a whole
I'll jam with
a
it.
whole ladder without playing one
I
hand?
think that a better hand's
Is that a possibility? Have you ever done that?
If it's,
I've
there's
never
been
done
times
that.
where I've just been card dead and
100%.
been folding and ladder. I have laddered up, but like, I think at some point I'm gonna make a move. I mean, let's be honest here. I feel like if you want to get some chips, you got to make moves.
In this position, I'm probably jamming. Since I was so far from the
Ooh,
money,
there's an all-in bet.
I was folding more
Mike's
hands
not
than-
punishing limpers. He's punishing the big stack.
Yeah.
I like the play. Mike has been all in or shove type of guy.
Well,
it
here's the
seems.
thing about a hand that you lose to earlier, and then you see a player raise you, and your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind says, well, he's just making this move because he saw I
'Cause he
lost
lost
the
a
hand
hand,
earlier.
right.
So,
It's a big bet.
yeah, it's a
300K.
huge bet.
It's a great timing,
Yeah.
actually. I don't think Butch can call her with the Jack 9.
Unless Butch is on tilt and he makes that call.
Getting chilly.
So,
Whiskey's worn off.
is he?
Well, I just got chilly just now. Like,
Puts his arms back. He's thinking about it. All in a fold here.
it takes a lot for me to get cold anyway. I run hot. Yeah. My family's from Maine. I got Maine.
He
blood in
makes
me,
the
so
correct play
it takes
there.
a lot for me to get cold.
I mean, it's folded around to you, Jack 9 suited. I like the raise. It's just, I think Mike, he knew that Butch could have been raising light, or he knew that ace high was the best hand. Either way, it's good timing. It worked out.
8 hours. Oops.
Hour 9 since starting. I guess I'm assuming he's talking about
11 hours start, yeah.
how long it's been. Yeah, we're on from the beginning of the tournament. Is about to start hour number 8. That's correct. We're about to finish up hour number 7. Yeah.
Which is hand number 33. Where's my little script here? Right after this hand, ladies and gentlemen, I got some exciting news to talk to you about. The Palm Beach Kennel Club is thrilled to announce its awesome marketing promotion with the Hard Rock Bet for your online sports betting experience right here at your fingertips. Get ready for a wide range of betting options, exclusive promotions, friendly staff, anyone you need to ask a question for. Just come on down, ask us. We're free to any one of us to approach. We'll tell you what to do. We're committed to providing you with the best entertaining gaming. You know, we have simulcast betting downstairs. Now you have the app and poker. I mean, what else can you come for entertainment, right? If you have any questions.
We got live entertainment as well.
Oh, yeah, we have the jokes. What's any comedians coming up?
What do we got
Yeah.
coming up?
That's a good question.
No idea.
Yeah.
I think Jackie joked, man. I think that was tonight, actually.
Last time I walked away from the table was that monster.
What's today? Today being the 15th. Oh, tonight is the Memories of Elvis. Christmas,
There you
baby.
go. That's
Merry
what that
Christmas
is.
Day, baby.
That is entertainment.
Coming up January 20th, Yellow Brick Road. And February 9th, Portrait of Aretha. Aretha Franklin tribute show.
In the first week of January, we're starting back the $300 buy-in for a 100K tournament.
Our monthly tournament's coming back, 100K guarantee.
Francois with a great hand here. King 8 of diamonds on a queen 10-9-10 board. So we
Ooh.
got a gut shot straight draw
We got
with
two
a flush
people
draw.
Two people open-ended with Butch at the 7-8, the bottom of the open-ended straight. Jeff with the jack for
That's a question, and the answer is yes. If you check out our,
A-Town. You can sports bet at PBKC. Yes, sir. We have an app.
if you check out the Kennel Club, PBKC, I'm sorry, pbkennelclub.com, all the information is there on our website.
Correct. Ooh.
Jeff drops the hammer here,
And Butch made a straight.
and Butch decides
Yeah.
to call. What a reaction from
Jeff
Jeff.
with a great attempt. Butch with a call, and Jeff not happy about it. He
What a
got there.
river
It was a
card.
great play if he didn't get there,
Yeah.
but Butch got there.
Okay, how do you win tournaments? You just run good. Forget everything I said earlier.
Hey, that's a creative play. We haven't
Scratch
seen
it.
one of those in a while.
There we go. Right. We were talking about earlier how creative plays haven't been happening, and then
Good
Jeff made one.
Good try, Jeff. Good try, Jeff. Applaud the effort, buddy.
It's always the worst when you're trying to represent what the other player has. But the board was paired, though. I mean, a straight might have folded there. I mean, the board was paired. If you put someone on
He had the bottom
full
straight
house.
as well. It was
Correct.
I think it was a great play.
Yeah.
I think it might have worked against somebody else.
Jeff, if you actually watch this later on, we're going to say we applaud you on that play. You did a great job. The results, well, not so great. And here's
Shake
the
it
thing.
off. Shake it off, Jeff.
Right.
Shake it
I was
off.
about to say, here's the thing about great players, though. You make a play like that, you get busted. Oh, well, just get your mind straight.
Shake it off.
Right. You still got plenty of chips in front of you. You got 300K. You got plenty of time to double up or, win a big pot. You're in this, buddy.
Playing the game. So you just add it. What am I going to do?
King 4-10 on the flop. Francois hits middle pair.
This was a limped. This was the limped pot.
Yeah. 80K pot
so
here.
I think Francois knows his 10 is looking pretty good.
Taking a stab at it. Mike is on the button with 5 deuce. No, that's Jeff. No, that's Mike.
That is Mike. That's Mike on the button.
Yeah, he's gonna lay it down. He could have
did
got creative
his
there.
patented count out chips and then fold. We've seen him do that
Right.
a couple times tonight.
Put a 7, he folds.
Jeff's not happy.
Jeff, you did good, buddy. You don't got to explain to me. I loved it. I still applaud the effort. He's not happy about it. Shake it off, Jeff. Shake it off. You're good, bud.
All right.
You're still in this.
It's gonna be soon, boys. Whether I survive it, that's the question.
You're still in it.
I have no more choices. 50K in order.
The hardest thing I think to do, even in cash games, is to. Why are you laughing?
Jeff's got that agony of defeat look on his face, man. Shake it off, Jeff. You were going to say.
No, it's said like to ponder about a hand. Like it's good to do for future purposes, so you don't make those kind of mistakes. But it's gonna happen. It's poker. Like if you're not getting called in the bluff, you're not bluffing enough, right?
Yeah.
If you're not getting caught once in a while in a hand, then you're not playing the game the way you're supposed to play it. And
You can't
aggression.
always have it, man.
Correct.
Sometimes you got to take away pots that you
Yeah.
don't deserve, and sometimes you got to bluff. and
Right, there's a
good player
penalty
knows
for
that.
playing good poker sometimes. There's a penalty for getting caught. You're gonna have a better hand get cracked. That happens all the time. But the best players, in my opinion, is something I've been working on for years, is to forget about that play and move on to the next one.
Absolutely, absolutely. You don't want to dwell.
No,
you don't
right.
want to have it make a bad decision in the future. So yeah, you just move on. Hey,
In this
try to move on.
hand, 10-6-6 is on the flop, and Mike's going to make a nice little bet here. Jeff with Jack High has got to let it go.
One hand that resembles something premium. Just one.
Like, the game is easier to play when you're in flow. Obviously, when you're winning chips, you're in a better mood. Feel good. You're playing better. It's just one of those things, like, your energy and your momentum is just – it's translucent sometimes. It's so easy to play good poker when you got a million chip stack. It's so easy to make that call for 300,000 when it's not in your stack.
It's funny that you mentioned momentum because I say this all the time, and I reiterate all the time. Tournament poker itself is very momentum based.
Right.
The game is easy when you're catching cards, you're running over players, you're playing confident. Yeah, momentum. I do feel like there's an aspect of the game that favors big stacks.
Right.
And I see it a lot. And
yeah.
also, a good player will also recognize when their momentum has shifted.
Right.
It's possible that your cards aren't going your way. Maybe you want to tighten it up a little. You want to switch it up, switch gears.
Yeah. That's the thing, too, though. You can't play the same level that you played earlier that got you some of those chips. You got to switch it up. Sometimes you got to sit on pause and fold a lot of hands.
Correct.
And then sometimes you got to put your foot on the gas and bet.
Absolutely.
On this flop, 9 deuce 9 queen, 4 on the river. Butch has a pair, and that's going to be good. A showdown for check. Budding! 5 deuce. No value bet, sir. No value bet. There's a small pot.
Francois had to open it on the turn. I'm surprised he didn't take a little stab.
Yeah, in position. That's the thing.
Yep.
Sometimes you look at it, you're like, oh, I could have took that pot down after the fact. I mean,
He just wanted to minimize his loss. He knew it wasn't coming.
Right.
He knew it wasn't coming.
Sometimes you don't even care. You're like, take the pot down. I'm not risking any more chips into this hand.
Last time I was on the stream, we were 5-handed and I had 3 bigs and I got to a 3-way chop.
So Ryan's been here before. He's been at a final
His
table where he didn't get to play any hands.
His strategy is just to get to the chop.
Listen, it works sometimes.
Get to the chopper.
Again, I really haven't seen Ryan fold any good hands. Like he's been card dead, poor guy.
Yeah,
We've been
very
sitting here watching for what, 2 hours almost?
Super strong patience.
Not much.
Amazing. Here's another one. He smiles about it. Like, oh boy.
He knows he's card dead.
It's
a tough spot to be in, man.
I tell you what, though, he can easily get a bluff through right any time he puts some
Right.
chips out there. Put him on a monster.
Here we go. Mike really loves punishing Butch when he limps, and I think Butch is getting tired of it, but I don't think Queen 3 is a hand to look him up with.
My hands have been so irrelevant to even
The most amazing part of this part, Mike has been punishing Butch, but Butch hasn't been having anything defendable with. Like every time he gets his chips in,
He's been limping light. I mean,
Right.
are you trying to defend your chips when you're on the small blind? But at the same time, when Mike makes he limp for 20K and Mike makes it 200K, you really need a good hand to continue.
Mike is not playing the small ball approach. He's definitely one of those players that
Pouncing.
uses your chips to your advantage. Put in a big bet.
Pouncing.
It doesn't have to be a 3x bet. Make it a 10x bet.
Pounding.
But his timing has been really excellent, though. He hasn't
Yes,
been caught
Absolutely.
yet.
There's still time.
Hand number 38. Oh, Ryan says nope. 9-3.
9-3. I think he folded.
Dealer, can I get a wash, please, dealer? Can I get a new setup?
Butch. Deuces never loses.
My range isn't that small.
Let's go with the Ducks.
Look at Mike. Look
That's
at
a
Mike.
it's just a joke. You know what
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
know
do.
he is, but he's looking for a reaction from Butch, and Butch was not
playing that game.
yeah. Butch is not.
Jeff coming along with Jack 6 suited in the big blind. Heads up.
If I make it past place number 5, it will be a miracle.
Ooh, first set of deuces.
Oh yeah.
Check.
This might get some action.
Jeff has open-ended straight draw. It looks
Not
like
a lot of chips.
it looks like a gut
either.
shot, but it's open-ended. So he's got any queen, any 7. He's gonna fire for a little feeler bet here.
I think the snap call from Butch should be.
Yeah, Jeff at 45, and the chips. Butch's chips were in there before
That should be,
Jeff's were.
Should be a sign.
River.
Hit it, Jeff. That's not good. Is Jeff?
Brick City.
Is he gonna fire again?
Nah, he's gonna check it down. He's got Jack high.
But it's Jeff.
He checked
Oh, he
Jeff
did
at
check.
65.
He already checked.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff is not happy about it.
Nah, it's kind of gross.
Tried again. Didn't work out. Things are not going his way. Show the set of deuces. Yeah, he's going to show the set of
Yeah.
deuces.
Jeff don't care.
He said, get that out of here.
I don't care.
Give a damn you have one
Yeah.
deuce. Don't matter.
You go away on the turn, but
How do you win tournaments, folks? Flop a set of deuces.
am I under the gun?
I have a jack. That's all I have.
Easy game sometimes.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's we pray for that though. We actually
Of course.
pray for an easy game, but the future building of great poker players comes from the struggle of when you don't win.
Correct. Keeping your composure.
Yeah,
When
I'm 20
you're-
years in the making. I'm just gonna blow up one of these days. It's like I know that guy. He preaches all this stupid shit, but look at him now.
I mean, you just keep
You
going.
get
Ryan.
You get my card.
4 big blinds. He's down to 90K.
He's out of the big
With
blind
7-3.
with Jack 6.
With 7. That's twice what I've been getting.
You know what? Just let's give him a 5th place money.
It's not.
There's been no.
I
hand
mean,
for me to
him
make
and Jeff are pretty short at this point. It could be any one of them. Yeah, Jeff's going to take a stand. I can't see his card. Oh, he got Queen Jack.
Thank you.
Gonna
Yeah.
take a stand.
I like Queen Jack.
Francois definitely has chips to look him up with,
hands.
but what does he have? We can't see. He's got the
Queen-
mystery hand at this point.
Queen Jack has jumped up in my ranks of hands I like to play now.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I like that hand. I play it a lot.
But I see him as for poor people.
So nobody's talked about a chop or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
It
We
would
haven't
benefit
seen
the
anybody
two-
even ask about it
it
yet.
benefited the 2 stacks. Like Jeff and Ryan are short on the bottom here. 5-handed.
All
Butch,
my cards,
1.2
three
million.
moments have been
So, I mean,
under a
it's-
10 and not
That's
connected
what I'm saying.
in
I'd have been
any
okay
way,
with it. That's a fair, because that's a fair fight, right? Call.
Ace 6 I had.
I mean, I don't have to shove.
Somebody, no one called Stephanie when her pocket deuces made a set. I mean, we need to like screenshot that.
Raise 100,000.
See, I like Mike's style. It's really aggressive. His bets have been putting pressure on people. I just been called out from someone for my style of fake poker play. Let's go.
He's one of those guys who likes to act like he's action.
Can't have 2 overs under.
Ron calling you out.
2 overs to an ace.
What-
No, I'm
wait,
talking
wait.
about him. Talking about him. I've never seen you play.
I took
Talking
third
about-
place.
I played with
took-
him plenty
I
of
took third
times.
place, didn't I? I took third place, right?
Oh, you guys. I didn't get to get to the barbecue.
Yeah, you missed out on the barbecue fun.
I was here at work, unfortunately.
Profit from where my
was
stack
working
was
that
on the
day.
tournament and the way
Profitable. Fifth place is
This
profitable.
guy's chirping chips. Let me tell you something. What he did though, very first hand he doubles up.
it's a win.
I mean,
It's not the win. But and then having 0 cards at this final table, like.
so what do you do if you're a Ryan Spot? You know, none of the cards have been playable. Just close your eyes, going all dark. I mean, what's the play here? You just gonna fold your way to a 4th place? No, right?
Possibly. I mean, definitely looking like he's got a chance.
That's boring though. No one wants to do that though, right? The payout chart hasn't been up there, but I'll go real quickly over it. First place is $4,035. Second place is $2,492. Third place is $1,799. Fourth place is $1,322, and your 5th place would be $988. Good money here on a 130 buy-in tournament. First place over 4K. What a great turnout. There's your pocket threes again. Hand number 42. You know what I like about this tournament is that the blind levels, the structure. You got plenty of time to play. You don't have to.
The
Ryan
30-minute
with
levels,
queens.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan found a hand.
Shut up!
Ryan found a hand.
Look
finally.
how happy
There
he
were
is.
2 big blinds, bro.
Too little, too late, though, right? He's gonna get 3 callers. Butch makes the call with King 10.
Lucky number 2. He's talking about hand 33.
Mike makes the call. King 7 off.
Call. That's never a good sign.
Pot odds. Is Francois still in the hand?
Players on the outside.
Yeah, 4 players. So you got queens. You got to fade 4 players.
You got to fade diamonds. Got to fade threes.
All right, 4, 10, 8.
Butch with top pair.
Check.
It's smart not. There's no side pot here. There's no reason to bet. All right, 4, 10, 8, 4.
Bet 100,000.
Butch is going to make a move here, trying to thin the field.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sure. Looks like he has the best hand at this point. He doesn't know that Ryan's all in with the
Right.
pair, but
Yeah.
check, player. Oh.
No, I do not.
Now Butch is going to need a king or 10 in order to take Ryan out.
Oh!
Wait, queen's full?
Doesn't need the queen, but
Queen's
it's nice
full
to see
for
it.
Ryan. He's been so patient. He's been so patient, and it worked out for him. He's got 6 big blinds now. Just kidding.
Against
What does he got
everything
now?
I've said. Yeah,
That's what
so
he's probably-
today's tournament, we started with 144 players. We're down to the final 5. Against everything I say about what you should do as a poker player, he's going to show you that patience pays and just wait for queens.
He literally had like 2 big blinds. He
I know.
quadrupled up.
I know. And look, he's right back
Back to 200.
just like that.
That's a case queen. I think
Feeling
bigs.
good. Look how happy he is.
Yeah, from 2 bigs to 10, just like that.
Chip in the chair is a good thing in tournaments, you know. It's true. You never out until you're out, so you should never get down or depressed.
Ooh.
Great
Butch with a
turnout,
big-
I'd say.
Butch with a big hand here.
Here we go, Butch.
Big hand, that's a big raise.
Oh, he's trying to put Jeff to the test, whether he wants to go all in or fold.
Ooh, Jeff's got a hand to call.
And
Oh,
he's
boy.
all in. There we go, baby.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, Jeff. One time for the Silver Fox. My man.
He's going to see the bad news.
What? Is it bad, though? It's a pair.
No.
My ace is good.
Really? when you going to tell me you're happy to see kings when you got ace
I'm happy
jack?
I got it
Oh,
in.
boy.
Jack, 6,
Oh.
8, 4, 8 on the river.
Good job, Jeff, with his 5th place finish. He made it this far. Of course, he's not happy about it, but hey.
It's a grand. So here's the thing. So you get knocked out of the tournament. You don't win. How do you feel about it?
I mean, you made money, which is always a plus, but just like I said, nobody wants to come here and get 9th place. I think when you make it this deep, it's tough to not make the top 3.
Are you a first place or all tournament player?
No, I think I'll do what's in the best interest of my chip stack, my my read on the opponents and whatnot.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's in your best interest to take a 3-way chop or a 4-way chop when you're getting 2nd place or better money. you know?
Correct. I always
It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Everything is situational. That's the whole
Correct.
thing. It's so funny when
If-
people
if
tell me
I
a
have
story.
If I have a big stack, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. When it's different. People tell you a story, we're like, whoa, what about this? What about this?
Right, right.
But if I have a big stack and I know that I'm playing better and running better than the rest of my opponents, I probably will try to not chop as far as long as possible.
Or get that more equity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just depends. Like you said, every situation is very situational.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm trying to
Depends.
say is that if you made it, it's hard to make it to the first of all, hard to make it to money in tournaments because obviously 10% get paid. The other hard part is making it to the final table, which he just did, and then you made it a 5th place money. Like it's mostly a time to celebrate, but then like you're saying, if you're looking at the point that I want to be first place and that's not
Yeah.
making me happy, then
taking the chance.
And I'm sure Jeff knows he's better than the average player. I mean, Jeff grinds a lot of tournaments. I've talked to Jeff many times. He's a great tournament player. He's got great results. And I know when somebody's as competitive as Jeff is, I'm sure he was hoping to take it down when he's
Right.
coming into the final table. You know, he came in second in
second to
chips.
chips, yeah,
And
better results.
So, unfortunately, it didn't go for him today, but we'll see him in the next one.
Oh, doing a little counting of chips here. Why are we
got?
doing that?
What
It
we
might
got?
be someone talking about chop now that Jeff's out of the question. Hey, Jeff's out of the tournament. You want to guys talk about a chop?
Is that what we're doing? We're talking chop?
One of those worst feelings is when you.
Yikes.
That's when I get upset. Is when I bust out of a tournament and then they chop. Like you sons of.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you the story
No,
before.
I'm listening.
Playing a tournament, playing a day 2 tournament. I think there was about 5 tables. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if it was a 2-day tournament, but regardless, we're
Okay.
playing on the bubble.
Right.
I remember there was 5-6 tables left. There's one maniac on my table playing very, very aggressive. I ended up taking a stand against him with like 8s or 9s, one of those. He ended up having kings. He had it this time.
The one time.
And so this was the worst. This is the worst feeling I've ever
Right.
had. As I get up, and we're hand for hand at this point.
Right.
As I get up to walk away, you got a tournament director going, "Hey, you guys are in the money," and you got 50 people clapping
Right.
as you're walking out the room.
Right,
That's
right,
the
right.
worst feeling
That's
ever.
true. The bubble boy sometimes
the
the
pure
worst
bubble
feeling.
boy and everybody cheering because you
Right
were the
then
one
you
who
busted. Right.
So that was fun. That was a fun day. But hey, you play enough tournaments, it's gonna happen eventually.
Thank you, Butch.
Yeah.
850?
Yeah, he's 850.
I'm 260.
260.
I'm actually 285.
That statement goes, I'd rather die as a lion than live as a sheep. Live as a lion for one day than die as a sheep for the rest of my life. And that's true. Sometimes you got to take a stand in poker You make a move. If it pays out, great. If it doesn't, sign up for the next tournament. It's good practice for our 100, 300K, $300 buy-in 100K tournament.
Okay.
So they do a chip count here, right? They're doing an ICM count.
Sounds like they're gonna see the numbers.
Yeah.
See where they stand.
When I got to 7th and 6th and 5th.
So if they don't chop, fourth place, next person to get paid out would be $1,322.
It's never less than
So if we're looking at a chop, I would assume everybody gets at least third place money, which is $17.99.
Not bad. Christmas money.
Probably the bigger stacks like Butch and Francois are probably going to get better than second place money, which is about $2,500. So I'm just guessing here based on the numbers I'm looking at.
Yeah. And Butch is going to text his wife, I made it, honey. Nope, that wasn't good. You're on stream. We get to see what you were saying.
Pause, zoom in.
That's the funniest spot to be in, to be on your phone, because it's right underneath the camera.
Yeah.
Pornhub. I mean, something pops up.
Hey.
Hey.
From their perspective, they probably don't know. From our perspective, we know.
Yeah. What do we do about the downtime, folks?
So as we wait here
Amazing it is that I lasted
to
this long.
see as they run the numbers,
I'll
let's
repeat
not
that.
forget.
Exciting news from the Palm Beach Kennel Club is thrilled to announce its awesome marketing partnership with the Hard Rock Bet for online sports betting experience right at your fingertips. I guess it's an app. Get ready for the wide range of betting options, exclusive promotions, expensive expert assistance from our friendly staff. Should you have any questions, come find me. Approach any member that's wearing a PBKC shirt, and we'll ensure that you have a seamlessly enjoyable online experience.
You could also check our website, of course.
Yeah, the easiest
Palm
way I
Beach
always
Kennel
tell everyone, pbkennelclub.com, the website.
Ryan, you'd be looking at 1,840.
That's a yes.
Do you want me to
for me.
repeat that? Or
No, that's 100% for me.
you're Butch, right? You're 3,048.
3,048 for Butch.
There we go. Better than second
He's
place
happy
money,
with
so I'm
that.
saying 3,000 for Butch. And I think even,
I'm fine. I'm good.
what was it, 1,000 for Ryan, or it was more?
Good game, guys.
The prize pool's already broken down according
No
to those
objections?
numbers. Just give me a few minutes to break it up. And
All right, everyone agrees to the chop. We heard part of it. I spoke on top of it. Sorry, guys. I don't know the exact way, but
I guess a deal has been made.
yeah.
Like, seriously, when you guys watch the video,
Four-way
yeah,
chop.
better than third place
Butch
money.
taking the
I
lion's
had no
share.
hands the whole tournament, bro.
Just repeat it. Better. Ryan took better than third place money, is what he just said. So he played one hand the whole final table.
Good job, Ryan.
Woo-hoo.
That's crazy.
He's excited about that. So it goes to show you that patience does pay. Tournament mode, don't be forced to play a hand, but also you can't get blinded down like that. I mean, he got lucky. That was a four-way.
If he didn't catch a hand,
Yeah, he's out of the
what are you gonna
tournament.
do
That's the
with
thing. You
40K?
can't defend with
He was
four-
about to be the
silly.
blind. He was about to be blinded out. Actually, he
Right.
got very lucky to find queens under the gun.
It held
two
up
big blinds or
versus
whatever
four
case may
players.
be, and
Yeah.
found his way into the chop, four-way chop. Interesting.
Thanks for the good stream comment. I appreciate that. We try very hard.
Thank you, A-Town.
Not only entertainment, it's educational. It's my thing.
Edumational.
If you're not always trying to better yourself in poker, and when you watching these streams, reading books on your downtime, sometimes you gotta, playing poker is great, but if you don't try to improve a little bit, you're never gonna get any better. I mean, I've been playing for 20 years. I'm still in the same spot I was 20 years ago.
So you're not playing any books.
No, I'm just
you're
trying
not
to.
playing any books. You're not reading any books.
I'm
are
just
you?
trying to say what I need to do is like,
There you go.
speaking from experience, that only way to get better is by not only participating, but and even if you're on the stream, it's good to go see what mistakes that you've made.
True. Go back. See where your
Yeah,
mistakes
go
were, where you
back, see
could've-
what you could have done better.
could've did better,
right?
yep.
So thanks everyone for watching the stream. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. You want to go back to us face to face? You can show everybody what we look like. I don't care.
Oh, there we go.
I cleaned up today. I shaved. Look at that.
I
See,
didn't.
ready for it? Oh, got my badge here. Got to take my badge off. There's the Jack Man. Was that he tonight? Was the joke man? When is he? Is that
This is
December?
December
8th? Already
8th.
passed. Yeah. All right, we'll
It was
block
last
that out.
weekend. Whoop. How do we get rid of that?
You can't. It's already set up that way.
Perfect.
You got anything closing comments? What's tomorrow? Do we have the progressive tomorrow? I don't know what tomorrow is.
Be honest, I don't know.
If you want to know what our next tournament is, check out the website. Like I said before, the 100K starts on January 4th. It's a $300 buy-in with multiple buy-ins for a $100,000 tournament. The prize pool, and that one's always been excellent. We've always passed $200,000. I don't see why we shouldn't have passed that one up as well. So that's it from here. Until next time.
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow PB Kennel Club
All those
on
little clicking
Twitch
buttons,
and
yeah.
all the buttons. Press all the buttons. Don't forget to subscribe to the Twitch Prime.
That's it.
Thanks for tuning in.